Hi guys, what's up? Jasim here with another really awesome meta advertising technique and tactic that's really going to help you. Just for context, I'm the founder and head of growth at Creative Branding. We have been doing meta advertising for the past 4 years, worked with over 42 businesses up to this point, spent many millions, generated many more in revenue for our clients. So we do e-commerce marketing as well as some lead generation for our service-based business clients. Today, I'm going to talk about a different kind of strategy, which a lot of people do recommend against initially. But I think if you have a better understanding of how ads work and how overall the perception or the human psychologies of the buyers work, this thing is really going to help you out. So if I dive a bit, take a step back and I share the thing that I noticed in the past few months. Now, I had a client and they were selling some candles in Australia. Now, they had some previous success, their ads used to work quite well, and they had some past winning ads also. One thing that I noticed was when we resumed work or we started work together, I created and launched many different kinds of ads. And initially we kept all the ads within the same campaign or within the same ad set. And what would happen is that one of the previous ad, which was like the most basic kind of designing ever, and it was not aesthetically pleasing to look at, it was not giving much information, it did not have any of the winning frameworks that an actual or a good ad creative must have. On the other hand, I would create image ads or video ads with all the winning aspects that are required to make an ad a success. And I would run 3, 4, 5 different ads at the same time. And none of the new ads would ever get the spend, or even if they did get the spend, they would not get those sales or that certain level of ROAS, or even the bare minimum kind of activity from the customers over there. The most basic ad, the old ad, kept getting 90% of the spend, kept getting all of the sales, even if the sales were not profitable. Now, that led to me thinking and analyzing what is the reason, because on the front, that ad was designed horribly. It was not good at all. And for some reason, Facebook was constantly giving it the spend, constantly pushing it. It was giving it like CPMs of around $10, while all the new ones, which were off the proven frameworks on which I have generated significant revenues, those would get like CPMs of 35, 45, 54, things like that. One thing that I noticed was we had set up that ad as a post ID. So those of you who do not know what a post ID is that whenever we launch an ad, and if you go into the advanced preview and you look into like the Facebook post with comments of that ad or Instagram post with comments, so somewhere on the cloud there is that ad as a post. It might not appear on your page, but it is all stored over there. When you don't actually have a creative that used to perform well in the past, but you want to run it again, you can do this. You can go to the old campaigns, take that post ID and run that post ID as an ad. Now what happened was that ad was created 3 years ago. It had been performing well before. Now it was not performing in terms of the sales or the ROAS, but it was getting all the spend, all the attention, all of the attraction and all of those points. To cut it short, we used the post ID and we ran that. Now, mind you, this was the one that was getting the spend. One thing that I noticed was, and that was the key determinant of why this was happening, that was this ad was launched 3 years ago and it had a ton of engagement on top of it. So it had like 3,000 likes, 1,000 comments, and I believe 292 shares or something like that, which made me realize that the biggest aspect of why people were looking at it, why Meta was pushing it, was because of the engagement on that ad, despite it not being a good performer, despite it being a very ugly looking ad. So then we tested out a strategy because we saw that engagement was a big driver of performance. So what we do now is, and I recommend this to all of you, if you have an ad which you have created using all the frameworks of a winning ad and it does start to perform well as well, and you're getting some ROAS, this I'm talking in terms of e-commerce, you're getting some sales, you're getting some ROAS, and you want to boost the performance of their ads significantly, all you have to do is take that as post ID and run an engagement campaign on it. When Meta sees that people are engaging with it, it is going to push that creative, beyond your wildest imagination. It's going to drop the CPM so low, you will start getting so many visitors through that. And mind you, you need to have winning elements over there, and you need to keep the creatives fresh also. But this strategy has unlocked significant boosts for us. A lot of people recommend against using engagement or traffic or any other kind of campaigns. They tell you to focus on sales and leads. So basically the conversion campaigns only. But try this thing, take an ad, run it. If it does well, take the post ID, launch an engagement campaign alongside on the same creative, build up that engagement, build up that social proof. If people are asking questions in the comment section, reply to them, build up as many comments as you can. And what that happens is, whenever a viewer sees that ad, they have a certain level of trust automatically developed because of those numbers of likes and comments and shares, and they can have a lot of their questions answered through that comment section as well. Do this, and I guarantee that it will be a significant boost in your revenues, provided it does take a bit of a spend. Just spend $1 a day on the engagement campaign, nothing more than that. But give it a shot. I think for all of you guys, it's going to perform as well as it did for us, and it's going to significantly boost a lot of things. All right, happy scaling. Thank you.